ओम ओम सहना ववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। ओम गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम्। ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भा शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। नारायणं पद्मभुवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपादं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमथास्य शिष्यम्। श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यं तं तोटकं वातिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि। व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं शक्तेः पौत्रमकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं वन्दे शुकतातं तपोनिधिं। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। अचतुर्वदनो ब्रह्मा द्विबाहुरपरो हरिः अभाललोचनः शम्भुः भगवान् बादरायणः भगवान् बादरायणः। Till which slok we had seen? I think till 91. कहाँ तक देखा था? हम लोगों ने कहाँ तक देखा था?
91 कंप्लीट हुआ, 92
92 से है ना? ओके, विल रीड फॉर 92. पेज नंबर 285. 92. आदिबुद्धाः प्रकृत्यैव सर्वे धर्माः सुनिश्चिताः यस्यैवं भवति क्षान्तिः सोऽमृतत्वाय कल्पते। आदिबुद्धाः प्रकृत्यैव सर्वे धर्माः सुनिश्चिताः यस्यैवं भवति क्षान्तिः सोऽमृतत्वाय कल्पते सोऽमृतत्वाय कल्पते। Let us see the 90th shloka. In 88th shloka, if you see, 3 words were given, and that was Jnanam, Geyam, and Vigyayam. Who will tell me what is Jnanam? Jnanam and Geyam. Please tell me fast.
Geyam, 3
States.
अवस्था Geyam
ठीक है.
और ज्ञानम में लर्निंग.
Okay. Knowing That means the procedure is called knowing the three states, the procedure is called Jnanam. And what is Vijnayam?
To know about consciousness.
ठीक है. तो वो परम सत्य, absolute, to know about the absolute truth, that is called Vigyam. So these three words were used there. And who knows? Buddhaihi. Buddhaihi means the Acharyahi. Now, in 90th shlok, there is a doubt in the student. He thinks that if this is Geyam, what is Geyam? The three states are Geyam. So we know something that is real. So that means now these three states, which you were saying that it is false, throughout the text, throughout Mandukya, it was continuously said that these three avasthas are false, false, false. We were continuously proving Ajatvad. You remember? Through the Karan and Jagat and the Karan, we proved Ajatvad. Remember, nothing can come out. Remember, throughout that Advait, throughout the Agam Prakaran, we were proving all that. Then we also proved how this body is false. This body is through karma or karma is through body. That also we could not prove. So we could not prove the Sharir also. We could not prove Jagat also. Then we came to Vritti. Vritti also we could not prove. Vritti kahan se hai? From where has this Vritti come? It is only the spandan of the mind. All those things, and then other philosophies came. Then everything is changing. We proved that nothing can come out from that. Purnamada Purnamidam. After this, now you are saying that it is Geyam. These three states are Geyam. Now, if you are saying these three states are Geyam, that means they are real. This is the question of the student now. So, to tell him to take out his Shanka, to answer his Shanka, answer his doubt, to refute his doubt. Now, this 90th shlok was given, that this Geyam is different than that Geyam. Don't call it seed. So, here 4 words were given: Heya, Geya, Apya, and Pakya. Remember this we had done. So, 3 things have to be dropped and 1 thing has to remain, that is the Geyam. So here he is saying that even though I was telling you that this is false, all the 3 states are false only, you should remember that these 3 states are seen on what? These 3 states, if you call something a mithya, then in mithya also there has to be a substratum. Illusion also has to have some solid substratum where it can project itself. How? Like the rainbow. We see a rainbow, it is an illusion, it is false, but it needs a sky to project, space to project. Similarly, when we see the water, I mean, we see the snake, then the rope is there. When we see the Mrig Marichika, at that time the road is there or the sand is there. So continuously we are seeing that there has to be a substratum on which this illusion is projected. So now he is saying that this ultimate substratum has to be known through this word Geyam. Only this Geyam will remain. Other 3 have to be dropped. What 3? Heya, Apya, and Pakya. So these words were there. So Heya means what? Tell me, what is the meaning of Heya here? In this particular shlok, what was Heya? See the first line of 284. Everything is given in the Bhashya. Everything clear, clear, clear. First line of the Bhashya, 284. What is it saying? Heyanicha Laukikadini. Simple. So Laukikadini means what? Now tell me. What is Laukikadini? Adi here means what?
Tino Avastha. Lauk-
हाँ
Laukik, Paralaukik and Shuddha.
हाँ, शुद्ध लौकिक, लौकिक, शुद्ध लौकिक and parlokik and lokatik. These three states means what? The Jagrat Avastha, the dream state, and the deep sleep state. These three states are here. This we've already seen, isn't it?
Yes.
That it
Yes,
is all, it is to be left because it is not real. That is why it is to be left. To know, here leaving is what, here leaving means to know it as false. Like Rajvam, Sarpavad, Hatavyani, Ityarthaha. This is very simple. So how to leave it? It is not that we have to leave something. I'm in the waking state, now leave this and go to sleep. It's not like that. You want to leave the dream state, leave it and go to deep sleep state. It's not like that. It is to know the falseness. Is it okay? So this Heya word was there. Then Apya, who will tell me what is Apya? It is written there. What is Apya? What has to be taken? Three things were there. See, third line. जल्दी करिए, जल्दी करिए. हाँ
पांडित्य,
हाँ,
बाल्य और मौन, ये
Very
तीनों साधन
very
प्राप्तव्य.
very good. So sadhan is the apya. The three sadhana are panditya, balya, and mon. So we have to have the panditya. Panditya means what? The panda buddhi yena. To differentiate between what is real and what is not. To differentiate between satya mithya, to differentiate between atma and anatma. Continuously. This is called panda buddhi. Apabhransh is there in panda, but actual meaning of panda is very, very high. So pandit means someone who can discriminate. Neer akshira vivek he can do. He is called a pandit. So now panda buddhi, balyavat. So he has to be childlike, the innocence that we have lost, that has to be regained. And mon akhyane. And mon should be there at the level of sense organs, at the level of mind, not at the level of body. It is not like that, not at the level of speech. The mind should be kept quiet. Even if we are in mon, our mind is continuously chattering. That should not be the case. Understood? So this is sadhanani. This is what apya. And what was pakya? What has to be cooked? What has to be cooked? Fourth line. पाक्यानि
शोक, राग, द्वेष,
यस बताइए
राग, मोह.
हाँ राग द्वेष मोह आदि आदि में सब आ जाता है सब आ जाएगा दोषाः कषायाख्यानि पक्तव्यानि you have to continuously cook it in the fire of knowledge, fire of discrimination, fire of dispassion. You have to cook it and just finish it off. And then sarvani etani heya geya apyapakyani vigyani bhikshunah. Upayatvena ityartha. All these are upaya. Upaya of what? Upaya of going to that stage. Upaya of reaching that destination where I am one with myself. At present, I'm not one with myself. I am one with the sense organs. I'm one with the body. I'm one with the anatma. I'm one with the intellect. I'm one with my desires. I'm one with the sansar. I'm one with the family. I'm one with the money. I'm one with all my problems. At present, I'm like that. This is my state. So, heya, then apya, and then pakya. This has to be left, and I have to know myself. This is called here that vigeyam, that geya has to remain, and the other three have to be hatavya. Hatavya means to leave. We have to leave the three. Agrayanata prathamastesham heyadinam anyatra vigyayat. the Viggeya or the Geya is different from Heya Ityadi, all the three. So that Geya has to remain, has to hold on, but the other three have to be renounced, have to be left. Okay. So Brahmaika Varjayitva Viggeya means the Brahma only. That Brahma only, the true self, the absolute self that I am, the knowledge of that self, that has to be held on. So if we keep that, and we have to leave the others, Heya, Apya, Pakeshu, Trishu api smritaha, Brahma vidbhir na parmartha satyata trayanam ityarthaha. So he does not take it to be real. He does not take the other three as real, but only the gear he takes to be real. And then 91st also we saw Prakritya Akashavad Geyaha. What is the nature of that Geya? So he had compared it to the space, to the Akash. Saying what? He had compared it to the space, saying what? That like the Akash is all pervading. All pervading is what? It has got less gunas. Okay. So the lesser are the guna, more is the pervasiveness. So more is the pervasiveness, lesser sense organs can perceive it. This is clear. This is the basic of our Vedanta. So here, that is why this is compared to space. It is the Karana of space also. Okay, so it is not exactly as space, but space being the subtlest of all the five elements. Therefore, this has been compared to Akashavadya, Sarve Dharma. So plural was given here. Dharma means what? Who will tell me? Sarve Dharma Anadayaha. Dharma here means what?
Atma.
Atma.
Yes, good. So Atma Anadaya. So Atma is Anadi. Anadi means what? Without any starting, without any end. Okay. Vidyate nahi nanatvam tesham kvachana kinchana. Though I have written it as dharmaha, means plural has been there, and we also feel in all the other philosophies also. Sankhya also says that there are many atmas per head. Prakriti is serving Purush per head. Per head, we all have got one Atma. But we know that it is not true. Yoga also says the same thing. Purva Mimamsa says the same thing. So all the philosophies, Nyaya, of course. So here it is saying Nanatvam Teshan Kvachana Kinchana. Not at any place also, and not even for little bit also, it becomes Nanatva. That there are many Atmas. See, it is talking about ourselves. Don't objectify it, subjectify it, and see that we are all one. How magical that we are appearing as so many. We are appearing as so many because we are identified to something else. We are not knowing ourselves. When we know ourselves, that's the state of a Jnani who sees everything. Remember Sarvagya? He had seen Sarvascha Asau Gyascha. So he knows everything to be all. He's not excluding anything from him. Even if a little small ant is there, he knows that that self in the ant and myself, they are the same. Even if he sees the sun, even if he sees the huge mountain ranges, Himalayas he sees, he knows that this is my I and that I is one. There is nothing apart from me. Imagine even for a few seconds, imagine their state in which they are and they're rebelling. And that is why there is so much of joy because they are one with everything. So therefore, this was said, Kvachana Kinchana Nanatvam na vidyate. Nanatvam is not there in that Atma, in that Brahma. So now we have seen till 91. Let us go ahead. So 91, 92 and 93, these are Nigaman Shlokas. We have already read 92. Let us see. These are Nigaman Shlokas that are the concluding shlokas. So please see the words here in the 92nd. Adi Buddhaha. Adi Buddhaha means what? It is ever effulgent, ever effulgence. Ever effulgence. We have to make it a noun. So ever effulgence. Adi Buddha. See Tippani number 1. आदिबुद्धः प्रमाणवृत्तितः प्रागेव प्रकाशरूपः. Even before the praman was there, it was even before that. So they are illuminating, that is illuminating the praman also. What does it mean? Can you tell me? Can you explain it to me? What does this mean? It is not illumined by any praman, but the praman are illumined by that. What does this mean? In simple language, explain.
It cannot be found out with Praman.
हाँ, क्यों? कोई एक एग्जाम्पल दीजिए तो. गिव सम एग्जाम्पल. क्यों नहीं हो सकता है? Why can't? Because everything is being illumined by the प्रमाण. कौन से प्रमाण हमारे पास में, बताइए? What are the प्रमाण that we use?
प्रत्यक्ष अनुमान.
नहीं, वो वाला नहीं.
अच्छा अच्छा.
दूसरा प्रमाण बताइए. पंच प्रमाण जो है हमारे पास में, ये वाले, ये वाले सारे पंच प्रमाण.
शब्द स्पर्श रूप रसगंध.
हाँ, चक्षु,
हाँ.
ये प्रमाण इंस्ट्रूमेंट.
सब.
ठीक है, तो चक्षु से हम क्या करते हैं, क्या देखते हैं? रूप.
दृश्य,
हाँ,
रूप.
रूप. ठीक है, रूप है. फिर जिह्वा से क्या है? रस. हाथ से, स्किन से, त्वक से क्या है? टच. शब्द स्पर्श रूप रस.
गंध.
शब्द किससे है? कान से है. शब्द स्पर्श रूप रस गंध किससे है? नोज से है. तो ये हमारे पंच प्रमाण, दीज आर द प्रमाण हियर. So Pancha Praman, before the Pancha Praman, that was already there. This is called Adibuddha. That is illuminating this Praman. You remember in Tattva Bodh, we had seen how these Praman are connected to each other through Sattva, Rajas and through Tamas. Each of them are connected to one element. Tell me what element is behind the eyes? ये सब बेसिक है, प्लीज मत भूलिए, नहीं तो आगे आगे
Mind.
बात. हाँ,
Mind.
नहीं, एलिमेंट बोल रही हूँ. पंच
अच्छा.
पंच महाभूत में चक्षु के पीछे कौन सा एलिमेंट है, और वो कौन सा एस्पेक्ट है सत्व रजस तमस में से? ऐसे करके कनेक्ट करी. क्यों ये बोला जा रहा है आदिबुद्धा?
अग्नि.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, अग्नि तत्व. वेरी गुड. तो ये अग्नि तत्व जो है, ये कौन सा है? सात्विक है, राजसिक है या तामसिक है?
राजसिक.
यहाँ पे राजसिक नहीं है, सात्विक है. और
ओके.
कौन सा राजसिक है अग्नि वाला, बताइए? ये तो हमारा ज्ञानेंद्रिय है. हाँ, कर्मेंद्रियों में राजसिक तत्व है, भूलिए नहीं. कर्मेंद्रिय, कौन से कर्मेंद्रिय में राजसिक तत्व है, बताइए?
वाणी,
हैंड्स में.
आंख किसके साथ काम करता है? मैंने बताया भी था, कनेक्ट करिए. आंख किसके साथ, कौन से कर्मेंद्रिय के साथ इट इज वर्किंग? विथ विच कर्मेंद्रिय इज चक्षु वर्किंग?
Pad.
हाँ, पाद. पैर के साथ. अगर पैर इधर उधर हो जाएगा, सॉरी, अगर आंख नहीं देखेगी तो पैर गड्ढे में जाएगा, गिरेगा. इस तरह से हम लोग याद रखते हैं. याद है आपको? आया? तो इसीलिए हर एक जो चीज है, पैर में अग्नि तत्व है. पैर में अग्नि तत्व राजसिक, एंड बिहाइंड द आईज इज व्हाट? द सात्विक. आया सब? नोज में कौन सा है? नॉस्ट्रिल्स में कौन सा है?
वायु, गंध,
हाँ,
पृथ्वी है, पृथ्वी तत्व।
पृथ्वी तत्व, गंध। ठीक है, पृथ्वी, गंध, ठीक बोला संजय जी। तो और कर्मेंद्रियों में कौन से वाले में है? कर्मेंद्रिय में राजसिक कौन सा वाला है?
हैंड्स,
नहीं, एनस। उसका गंध जो है वो पकड़ता है, इस तरह से हम याद रखते हैं। ठीक है, फिर कान के पीछे कौन सा है?
कान के पास
हाँ, कान के पीछे।
आकाश तत्व होगा।
हाँ, आकाश। आकाश का,
आकाश,
यस, आकाश, आकाश का सात्विक एस्पेक्ट कान में है। अब ये कान क्या सुन रहा है? वर्ड,
वाणी।
वाणी। तो इसका और इसका कनेक्शन, वाणी में आकाश तत्व का क्या है? राजसिक एलिमेंट। इस तरह से दोनों का कनेक्शन है। नहीं तो फिर मैं बोलती कुछ आपको सुनाई नहीं देता, आप बोलते मुझे कुछ सुनाई नहीं देता, क्योंकि इन दोनों का कनेक्शन है। इस तरह से ये दोनों एक साथ काम कर पा रहे हैं। इंटरेस्टिंग है बहुत, किस तरह से काम कर रहे थे। हम कहाँ थे? अब तो दोनों के पीछे ये 5 एलिमेंट्स जो है, प्रमाण यहाँ पे दिया हुआ है, आदि बुद्धा इट इज सेइंग। So the praman actually are illuminating through somebody other's power. उसमें कोई पावर नहीं है, ये जड़ है। All the sense organs are जड़, all the praman here are जड़। ठीक है, तो because it is जड़, it is inert, it has to take, if it is appearing as sentient, that means it is taking the help, it is borrowing sentiency from something other than itself. तो इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? वो आत्मा से ही वो बोरो कर रहा है। और आत्मा कहाँ से बोरो कर रही है? नहीं, आत्मा कहीं से बोरो नहीं कर रही है, ब्रह्म कहीं से बोरो नहीं कर रहा है। इट इज सेल्फ इफल्जेंस। इफल्जेंट नहीं बोल रहे हैं हम, दैट विल बी अ वर्ब हियर, सेल्फ इफल्जेंस। उसमें कहीं से कोई भी इल्यूमिनेशन की जरूरत नहीं। इट इज सेल्फ इल्यूमिनेटरी, इट इज इल्यूमिनेटिंग ऑल द अदर प्रमाण। दिस इज कॉल्ड आदि बुद्धा। ये वर्ड क्लियर हुआ? सारे प्रमाणों के पहले कौन था? therefore आदि, आदि बुद्धा। It will be more clear when we start seeing the bhashya. So आदि बुद्धा प्रकृति एव सर्वे धर्माः सुनिश्चिताः। So prakriti eva, then prakriti eva means what? The nature of that is self-effulgent. Sarve dharmaha, in all the dharmaha, here again dharmaha means atma. So in the nature of all the dharma is what? All the atma is what? Self-effulgence. And sunishchitaha, of the nature of effulgence, that is sunishchitaha. So see the tippani number 2. Sunishchitaha means nitya vigyapti rupaha, that has been concluded, or that has been that everybody knows that this is self-effulgence only. It is of the nature of self-effulgence. Sunishchitaha bhavanti, you have to add there, bhavanti. Okay. Next, yasya evam bhavati kshantihi somritattvaya kalpate, whose state is like this, that of kshantihi. Kshanti here does not mean forgiveness. Kshanti here means nirapekshata. There is, in that Atma, there is no apeksha. Apeksha is not there. So, Amritatvaya kalpate, he is fit for attainment of moksha. Amritatva. He is fit for Amritatva. Who knows this? What does he know? That this Atma, this Adi Buddha, self-effulgence, and there is no apekshata. It is of the nature of kshantihi. Yasyevam bhavati kshantihi somritattvaya kalpate. So let us see the bhashya now. 92. So 92 starts from page number 286. 286. So see here, geyata api dharmanam samvrityaiva, comma. Geyata api, geyata here means what? Geyata here means Atma can't be known by the absolute. From that absolute level, Atma cannot be known. Geyata api dharmanam samvrityaiva. That means what? Na paramartha ityaha. From that absolute level, we cannot know. I cannot say that I know that Brahma, that Atma. It can be indicated only. It is just the experience. It has to be experienced as my own self. It cannot be said that it cannot be. These are all pointers. Words can't go there. Na tatra chakshur gacchati, na vag gacchati, na manaha, na vidmaha, na vijanimaha. How can I know about that? I'm not able to know about that, but it can be experienced. I cannot say about that. Okay, so that is one with my own self. So knowledge is also at the level of Vigyan Kosh. I have to go beyond. When I go beyond in the dream, in the deep sleep state, I am one with that. But there also a slight, very thin curtain of ignorance is there. And that is why I feel so good. I feel the bliss. I feel the joy during my deep sleep because I'm closest to myself at that time. So, Geyatapi Dharmanam Samvriti. Dharmana means Atma. So, the knowingness in that Atma, Geyata in that Atma, Samvriti ever. Samvriti means it is Vyavhartaya only. It is limited only. Na Paramarthata Ityaha. So, it is not Paramarthata that we can know that. Okay. So, here it is said, Yasmad Adau Buddha Adi Buddha. Therefore, which is before all. Even it is illuminating all the sense organs, all the praman through which we can know. That is called what? Adi Buddha. Ismat Ado Buddhaha, Adi Buddhaha, self-effulgence. Prakriti eva is equal to Swabhavata. By its own nature, it is self-effulgence only. Eva, full stop. After eva, full stop. Yatha, Nitya Prakasha Swarupaha, Savita evam Nitya Bodha Swarupa ityartha. So as sun, Savita means sun. As the sun is self-effulgent, ever effulgent, this Atma also is Nitya Bodha Swarupa, Nitya Bodha Swarupa ityartha. The sun is always illuminating. Even when there is night in our country or in our side of the globe, still there is no night there in the sun. So similarly, here also it is saying that as the sun is ever effulgent, ever Nitya Prakash Sarupaha, similarly this Atma is also like that. This is talking about ourselves. Continuously try to think about this, subjectify. Sarve dharmaha means sarva atmana. Atmana bhavanti, at their bhavanti. Sarve dharmaha is sarva atmana bhavanti, all the atma. Sarve dharma means all the atma. Na cha tesham nishchaya kartavyaha, there is no action of doing there. Na cha tesham kartavyah. This is the explanation of sunishchitaha. Okay. So, nacha tesham nishchaya kartavya nitya nishchit swarupa ityartha. It is ever of the nature of self-effulgence. We do not have to do anything in that we have to continuously charge the battery like in our mobiles. If we don't charge, it dies. It's not like that. Like the body, it dies if we don't nourish it. Like the plant, if we don't water it, it will go away. The flower, one day it will stay, the next day it will wilt away. It's not like that. It is Nitya Nishchit Swarupas. Na Sandhya Mana Swarupa Evam Naiva Cheti. There is no doubt in it that it is like this or not like this. Na Evam Cheti Evam or Na Evam Cheti. It is there or it is not there. You remember? No, we haven't seen Kathopanishad. We have to see Kathopanishad also. So in that one shloka comes where third boon that Nachiketa asks Yamraji. So he says that yeyam prete vichikitsa manushe asmiti. I'm not remembering the full shloka, but some people say that is a mantra, not shloka. Some people say that after death, yeyam prete vichikitsa manushe, when the person dies, after that, the Atma, some say it is there, some say it is not there. I want to know what happens to the Atma after death. Does it die or is it there? Yamraji said, I am going to give you everything. I will give you these damsels, apsaras. I will give you a lot of chariots, rath, and money, 100 years life, and all the wealth, good health. I will give you everything. Just drop this question. Don't ask this question. He said, no, now I want to know more. I am sure that this question is right only. How many days will these apsaras live with me? How many years are you giving me? Can I become immortal? He said, no, you cannot become immortal. I'm giving it only for 100 years. Api alpaha sarve taveva vaha tava nritya gita. You only take your nritya and geet and everything. I don't want all this. I want the answer of this. What? What is the state of that Atma? What is the nature of that Atma? I want to know that. This is the Tivra Mumukshutva. I don't want anything in this world. He is confirmed about the temporary nature of the world, that I won't get joy here. This is the mokshata that we have to attain. Okay. So here he is saying, Sandhya Manaswarupa evam naivam cheti. There is no doubt in it that this Brahma is not there at all. Some people say it is there or it is not there. It is like this or not like that. Yasya mumukshoho evam yathokta prakarena sarvada bodha nishchaya nirapekshata atmartham parartham va yatha savita nityam prakashantara nirepeksha swartham parartham cheti evam bhavati. Full stop. So yasya mumukshor evam, mukshoho, ye of that mumukshu, 6 shashti, mumukshoho, of that mumukshu evam, in this way, one who knows yathokta prakarena, one who knows Atma as self-effulgence, sada sarvada bodha nishchaya, it is of the nature of knowledge, chit swarup, that knowledge does not go away. I mean, I am existing, this knowledge does not go away. I am what? I am. Just I am. What? Now he has left that. That is anatma. But I am, just that thought, he knows that I am, I am, I am. This does not need any prama. Okay? This does not need any prama, that I am. This does not need. Prama means what? Vritti, buddhi. It does not need. I am, just I know that I am. Even the first thought, when I'm not fully identified to my mind, the mind is not fully aware, has become aware. The first thought when I get up also in the morning, still I'm drowsy. That time also I know I am. Without my mind also I know I am. So it is not the knowledge of Brahma. So he also knows both the Nishchaya Nirapekshata, Atmartham. Atmartham means what? Parartham, Atmartham va. It is not dependent on anything. It is not dependent, neither dependent on sense organs, neither dependent on anything from outside. This knowledge that I am does not need any prop, any support. Like what? Yatha savita nityam prakashantara nirapekshaha. Like the sun is always illuminated. It is self-effulgence. Always it is illuminating others. It does not need any other light to illuminate that. Nirapekshaha means it is, there is no apeksha that today if the moon rises, then only I will be bright and illuminating others. It's not that. It knows whether it is there, others are there or not there. I am there. So similarly, this nirapeksha swartham, even if the whole, what does this mean? Even if the whole pralaya also happens, even if nothing is there, still my being, my state of existence will never go. What a state. Everything else is gone. My body is also gone. See, first and foremost, we have to start from our body. What do? The mistake that we make is we negate everything outside and we leave our body, and then we feel that I'll be lonely after that. What will I do? At that time, I'll be all alone. No, first and foremost, when you're negating the world, when you're negating the five elements, you're negating the body also. The body is also gone. So the body is gone, body identification is gone. All the subjects and objects of the body are gone. So everything is gone. So here he is saying Nirapeksha Swartham Parartham Cha Iti Evam Bhavati. So now he has become completely Nirapeksha. He is roaming around as his own self. He knows everything to be his own self. Now whether an animal, a ferocious lion comes in front of him, or a very bad storm comes in front of him, or it is raining heavily, or if everything is drowned, he is not worried about his own existence. He knows that he will be ever there. Body may be or may not be there, but I am there. I cannot die. न जायते नियते वा कदाचित् नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूयः अजो नित्य शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणः. Isn't it? This is the state. Okay. Now Kshanti bodha kartavyata nirapekshata sarvada swatmani. So Kshanti is explaining now what is Kshanti. Last. Bodha kartavyata. There is no doership in knowing this. Bodha kartavyata anirapekshata sarvada. That I have to do something like in the apara vidya. What? I have to know something. I have to do something. If I don't revise, I'll forget. If I don't do something practically, I have joined a cooking class. And then what happened? On YouTube, I'm learning something, some recipe. Even if I don't make it, I won't learn it. I won't be able to know if I have learned it or not. If a doctor is there and he does not do his internship, or he does not do practice, or he does not see his patients, he won't know whether he's a good doctor or not. All the knowledge has to be applied. An engineer is there. He has to apply his knowledge. A CA is there. He has to apply everything. Without articleship, now he won't be able to work. He has to undergo some training. Here it is not like that. Once you know, you know. Once you know that, you become that. Parartha Shanti Bodha Kartavyata Nirapekshata Sarvada Swatmani. Swatmani means in his own Atma. Somritatvaya Amrita Bhavaya Kalpate. So he is ready to attain that immortality now, because he is established in his Swatmani, in his own self. He is established. Sada Sarvada. Every time, forever. It is not that once he's got, then he'll forget. If I go off to sleep, maybe my knowledge will go away again. I'll be waking up as an ignorant person, Agyani. This is not so. Once the Gyan has taken place, it has taken place forever. Chutti ho gayi. Now forever we are mukt. Moksha is there. Mokshaya samartha bhavati ityata. He is fit for moksha. This is the meaning. Mokshaya samartha. Now he is fit, because he has got this knowledge that he's of the nature of self-effulgence, and I don't need any support outside to prove my self-effulgence. Like the sun is nirapeksha. Similarly, this is the thing. Is it okay? Any doubt about this? 90-second. See again the Moolam Adi Buddha Prakriti Eva Sarve Dharma Sunishchitaha. It is of the nature of self-effulgence that has been concluded. Yasya Evam Bhavati Kshanti Somritatvaya Kalpate. Where there is no apeksha, he is fit for attaining this moksha, fit for attainment of that moksha. Clear हुआ? आगे बढ़े. 93rd पढ़ ले. Sir, page number 286. आदिशान्तायनुत्पन्नाः प्रकृत्यैव सुनिर्वृताः सर्वे धर्मा समाभिन्नाः अजं साम्यं विशारदम्. आदिशान्तायनुत्पन्नाः प्रकृत्यैव सुनिर्वृताः सर्वे धर्मा समाभिन्नाः अजं साम्यं विशारदम्. Now, here Adi Shanta. Now the word Adi Shanta, please see Tippadi number 1. He's saying Adi Shanta is Swarupata and Eva Shantaha. The Swarupta, it is not made. The Shanti is not made again. It is of its own nature. The Shanti is not from anything outside. You remember one definition I had given you of Sukham. Atyantik Sukham. What was that? Sukham. In that one definition, one word was, what was it? That it is not dependent on anything outside. Atyantikam Sukham. Can anybody help me? The definition. The ultimate.
Peace of mind.
नहीं संस्कृत में चाहिए संजय जी संस्कृत वाला डेफिनेशन एक शब्द
विचार शून्य.
नहीं it is not dependent on the indriya that sukh and it is not dependent. Remember I had said that all the sukh here are dependent on the movement of the sense organs. I told you जब तक हम हमारी जीभ को घिसेंगे नहीं खाने के ऊपर या आइसक्रीम के ऊपर चाटेगा नहीं तब तक उसको आनंद नहीं मिलेगा. So all the आनंद at the body or the physical level or the anatma level is of the gharshan of the indriyas. कहाँ देखा था ये हमने? फिर but this sukh is आत्यंतिक सुख. This is not dependent on anything else. आप लोग चेक करिएगा अपना डेफिनेशन बुक में. आप लोगों ने बनाई है ना डेफिनेशन बुक, उसमें चेक करेगा सुखम आत्यंतिक सुख किसको बोला है वो डेफिनेशन. क्या ऐसे करके हम लोग जब विचार करते हैं तब हेल्प होता है हम लोगों को सारी चीजों में. जब हम आगे बढ़ते हैं मेडिटेट करते हैं तो और उसमें था वो सुख जो है इट इज नॉट डिपेंडेंट ऑन एनीथिंग फ्रॉम आउटसाइड ऑल्सो. इट इज नॉट डिपेंडेंट ऑन द और सेंस ऑर्गन्स ऑल्सो and it is not dependent on anything outside also. That's so. So it is shant, it is completely shant, it is not of movement. That shanti is not of any movement. It is beyond the movement of sense organs, movement of thought. So therefore, this is called Adi Shanta Swarupata eva Shanta. By its own nature, it is shanta. By its own nature, it is of the nature of Shanti. Adi Shanta. Okay, now next word. He Anutpanna, it is not born. See, it is not born also. Prakriti eva sunirvritaha. And it is what? It is withdrawn by its nature only. It is withdrawn. Where will it go apart from itself? Because there is nothing other than himself. Where will it go? So it is withdrawn. Sunirvritaha. Sunirvritaha means it is withdrawn. How? Prakriti eva. By its own nature only it is withdrawn. Sarve dharmaha. All the dharma. That means all the atma. Samabhinnaha. Here it is dvandva samas, samabhinnaha. Sama and abhinna. We will see the meaning in the bhashya. It is sama also and it is abhinna also. Ajam, unborn. Samyam, oneness is there. And Visharadam. Visharadam here means Vishuddham. It is shining. Vishuddha. It does not have any impurity. No taint of any impurity there. Impurity means ignorance. There's no ignorances there, no impurities there. So it is shining. So let us see here the bhashya on page number 287. Tatha napi, got it? 287. Tatha napi shanti kartavyata atmani ityah. There is no requirement of peace there. Why? Because it is of the nature of peace. Nobody has made it quiet. It is of the nature of absolute peace. It is not that I have to make it quiet like I make the child sit in front of me. It is not like that. It is of the nature of quietness. So disturbing is clashing of something two. So there is no two there. Ekam eva advitiyam. So there is no two. So therefore there is no other existing. So it is of the nature of complete quietness. It is of the nature of Shanti. Okay, so Shanti. Yasmad Adi Shanta Nityam Eva Shanta. So it is of the ever nature of quietness. See how beautiful. It is of the nature of ever quietness. Continuously it is quiet. Full stop. Now, Anutpannaha Ajascha. Anutpannaha, next word, one attention should be on the Moolam. So next first word is second word is Anutpannaha. Anutpannaha means not born. It is unborn. So now here it is said, full stop. Prakriti evam. It is Prakriti evam sunirvritaha. It is totally withdrawn. Prakriti evam sunirvritaha. Sunirvritaha is equal to Sushtu Uparata Swabhava Ityarthaha. It is Uparat Swabhav. It is withdrawn completely. Uparaman is there. Uparati is there. It is not going into other things. It is Shant, Sunirvrita. This is about our own Atma. And it does not like to go into some other things. It is withdrawn. And that is why when we are with ourselves, I mean in meditation, when we are very quiet, we have dropped all the thoughts. At that time also, we feel very, very nice. We feel good. You know something, when I complete my desire, what is happening actually? जब हम हमारी इच्छा पूरी करते हैं तो हमको शांति क्यों मिलती है?
मन शांत हो जाता है।
हाँ, क्यों शांत हो जाता है लखन जी? मन क्यों शांत होता है उस समय जब हम हमारी इच्छा पूरी कर देते हैं? तो हमारा मन शांत क्यों हो जाता है?
नो डिमांड।
नो डिमांड, क्योंकि डिमांड करता रहता है। डिमांड मतलब वृत्ति। So continuously when I have a vritti of some desire to be completed, suppose I am hungry, suppose मुझे बहुत भूख लगी है, तो continuously एक वृत्ति आएगी, भूख भूख लगी, भूख लगी, भूख लगी, I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. खाना खा लिया, खाना खाने के बाद में शारीरिक तृप्ति तो तृप्ति है ही, पर एक मेंटल भी तृप्ति है, क्योंकि वो जो वृत्ति थी आई एम हंग्री, आई एम हंग्री, आई एम हंग्री, दैट हैज गॉन. सो एक्चुअली all the desires, the happiness in completion of all the desires is leaving of samriddhi, because it takes me closer to my shanti that is being talked about here. कैसे कैसे विचित्र चीजें हैं देखिए, हमारे अपने आत्मा के पास में लेके जाता है कौन? जब हम जैसे इच्छा पूरी कर देते हैं, then we are one with our own self for some time. After that again samriddhi comes. It is short-lived only. But even for a short time, when I am very satisfied, तृप्त जिसको हम बोलते हैं ना, हाँ तृप्ति आ गई, I have dropped some vritti that was troubling me. That is anatma. Vritti is always an anatma. So it has taken away from my atma. So therefore, when that vritti goes away, I feel that shanti in myself. हो गया, बस खत्म. So this is what is saying that prakriti eva sunirvrita sushtu uparata swabhava ityartha. Sushtu uparata swabhava. It is of uparata swabhava. Continuously, it is leaving everything, totally withdrawn, 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 withdrawn. Ityartha. Sarve dharmaha. Now, so he is defining sarve dharma. What is it? Samaha cha abhinnascha. It is devoid of samaha means what? Remember we had seen something called samanya, something called vishesh. Samanya means what? Ekatvam. Anekeshu ekatvam. In many things like the gotva, in cow, what is the commonness? And visheshatva, something that is specific in something. Both of them is not there in this Atma. So that is why it is called Samaha. It is completely equanimous, equilibrium, you can say. There is no commonness or no Visheshta there. Samanya is also not there and Vishesh is also not, because it is one. So how can it be? How can it have some Visheshta? Again, if it has got Visheshta, it will become it won't become nirgun, it will become with gun. So again, it will be perceived. So there will be many difference is there again. So abhinnascha, samabhinna, ajam, samyam, visharada. Ajam, samyam, visharada. So now again, this is because it is one, and now he has left the word ajam and samyam. Bhagwan Bhashyakar has left the word ajam and samyam because he feels we have already seen it many times throughout the Upanishad. So he has left that. Ajam also means unborn. Samyam means also that is of the nature of samata only. Visharad. Visharad means what? Vishuddham Atma Tattvam. Vishuddham Atma Tattvam means what? Is shining bright, bright, bright. It is shine. Vishuddham. And when does something shine? When there is no impurity. At that time it is shining. Visharada means what? It is shining, most pure, immaculate. Vishuddham Atma Tattvam Yasmat Tasmat. Therefore, there is no action there. Shanti hi moksho va nasti kartavya ityartha. So it is not that I am attaining it. Liberation is your own nature. It is not to be attained. It has to be known. At present, we are ignorant about our own nature. मोक्ष अगर प्राप्त कर लेंगे तो वो खो भी जाएगा. Anything done by action, it will go away also. So we cannot attain it. It is not prapya, it is not apya. It is already there. We are in moksha, but we don't know. So yasmat tasmat shantihi. Therefore, there is no action of attainment in that. Therefore, it is of the nature of moksha only. Nahi nityeka swabhavasya kritam kinchit arthavat syat. So there is nothing to be done for that because I have my atma. I don't have to attain it. Like we always give the example of this mala. If my mala goes behind like that, and I'm searching for my mala, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? And you are sitting in front of me. And you'll tell me, what are you searching, Amma? So I tell you that I don't know where I kept my mala. So he'll say it is on the neck. So did I get it? No, it was there with me, but I had lost something by ignorance. When I lost something through ignorance, that means what? It was the gyan that was, it was already there. It was not, I was not knowing about it. So something, if but through ignorance I have lost, that means I will get it through knowledge. Again, if I've lost something through ignorance, that means I'll get it through knowledge. So this knowledge is happening there. So the kartavya jatha, this knowledge is there that I am always in moksha. I don't want to attain something. I can't attain that. I cannot attain that. Nahi nitya eka swabhavasya kritam kinchit artha vatsyat. So there is no prayojan. There is no meaning in doing something and attaining something there, because if you do something and attain, it will go away. So here it is of the nature of myself only. Here, this is the meaning. See again, 93rd shlok. Sarve dharma samabhinna. Samabhinna. Samabhinna means sama and abhinna. Sama means what? There is no vishesh or samanya in that. And abhinna means it is not different than anything, other things also. Ajam samyam, it is unborn. And oneness is there. And visharada means vishuddham, it is not with any impurity. And this is like that. Adi Shanta Yanutpanna Prakruteva Sunirvrita. So it is of the nature of Adi Shanti, of the nature of Shanti only. It won't be attained, that Shanti. There is no kartavya of Shanti, no duty to make it peaceful. He Anutpanna, not born, and Prakriti Eva Sunirvrita. It is withdrawn by its own nature. Okay, is this right? कोई डाउट है इस श्लोक में, इस श्लोक में? कोई डाउट नहीं है? आज टाइम हमारा हो गया. मैं सोच रही थी 94 पे लूंगी, आज पॉसिबल नहीं होगा. ओके, खत्म करते हैं. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम।